You can study in the morning, you can study at night. You can study outside by a campfire light. You can study with the rabbi.
This past week, I lost a dear friend and teacher and mentor, Rabbi Milton Firestein, and I'd like to share with you this week the words that I wrote for him and in his honor. I've been blessed with many rabbis in my life. When I was growing up, Rabbi Scoff and Green taught and inspired me. In college, Rabbi Axelrod was my mentor and guide. And in rabbinical school, Rabbi Greenstein challenged me to extend myself, to dig deeper into how I live Jewish teachings. As an ordained rabbi, I needed advice, counsel, guidance, support, and wisdom. In fact, during my years serving at Temple Beth Abraham, I needed just as much, if not more. As a rabbi, I still needed a rabbi. That's when I met Rabbi Firestein. I believe one of our first real interactions was at a wedding we co-officiated. I had just been hired at TBA, was still quite wet behind the ears. The family, rightly so, didn't want their daughter's wedding to be mucked up by a newbie rabbi, and so they asked Rabbi Firestein to officiate and I would be his assistant. From the moment we began our planning, Rabbi Firestein treated me as an equal, with unparalleled respect and honor. And just to be clear, he didn't have to. I had not graduated from his seminary, I was not a member of his rabbinical organization, and I was open and honest about my questions and concerns about conservative Judaism, which had been his home for decades. But Rabbi Firestein let none of this get in the way of seeing me as a young rabbi with potential, who could use a role model. And Rabbi Firestein was indeed my role model. He was able to stay calm, cool, and collected when my head was about to explode. He was able to turn contentious debate into reasoned conversation. He was able to listen, really listen, and then listen some more before offering his own insights. There were so many times when I have to believe that Rabbi Firestein thought that I was crazy, or at least that I wasn't being as thoughtful as I could be. But he never criticized or demeaned, embarrassed or reprimanded me. He only extended his hand in friendship and guided me back on course. Like the cloud by day and the pillar of fire by night that hovered over the tabernacle in this week's Parsha, Rabbi Firestein knew where I needed to go and helped me get there. And like God did with the Israelites, Rabbi Firestein let me make mistakes and then helped me learn from them. This week, Aaron and his sister Miriam complained to God that Moses gets all the attention and that they want God to see them as equals with Moses. God responds by explaining that there are some people who do stand apart. Hear these my words. When a prophet of Adonai arises among you, I make myself known to him in a vision, God says. I speak with him in a dream. Not so with my servant Moses. He is trusted throughout my household. With him I speak mouth to mouth, plainly and not in riddles, and he beholds the likeness of Adonai. There are some people who stand apart. They will never admit to it, for they are far too humble, but we know them when we see them. Rabbi Firestein was one of these people. When we were lost, he would help us find our way. When we were thirsty for God, he would help us drink from the living waters of Torah. When we were in mourning, he would hold our hand. And when we were rejoicing, he would sing and dance with us. I am forever grateful to God for bringing Rabbi Firestein and his amazing wife Lenore into my life. I am who I am today in large part due to his compassion, understanding, wisdom, and guidance. Rabbi Firestein, you will forever be my rabbi.
Let's talk some Torah. It's okay as you will see that we're bound to disagree. Don't have to see eye to eye to make the Torah come alive. Now that I've had my say, let's not waste the whole day.